Good evening, everyone. This is a different night for a dealer chat, but silver has been like weird this week. It's gone up almost every session. It's rose $3 this week, which is quite a feat for silver considering gold. Has been pretty strong. Gold dipped a little. Silver gold ratio is 92.25. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how people were pricing stuff today. I mean, I'd seen prices over on Atmex, Kitco, JM, Monex, and they were all over the place. At one point, I seen them like a 50, 55 cents difference within the same minute. And I noticed the spreads on Kitco. Gold increased the spread from bid ask to $4, and they increased the from $1 or $2, and they increased the spread on silver up to 15 cents from 10 cents. So it's really kind of interesting what people think about this. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about the coin show that's coming up next week. So if you have any questions and you want me to highlight them and try to answer them, please put some question marks in front of your statement so we will, look at it and point it out. So let's say hi to everybody. Who do we got here? There it is. Mouse gets lost. It's not Tuesday. Was pushing buttons earlier and I got confused. So hello against an army. Dale M949 is here and he is designing something. We got Rhonda Tollover, the lucky one. Bearded Bob is here. The Arcadian Carpenter, Choking Ghost. So guys, thanks a lot. I've noticed silver has been lagging performance-wise to gold. We wish it would do better, and it seems like it is. I mean, when you go from 100 to 1 ratio, the same day it goes all the way down to 92.25. That's pretty good. Okay, the question is, whose channel will the arm wrestling be on? Well, we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Mike has a situation that we might not even be able to arm wrestle. I don't know. We'll see when it comes up. Mike.
Yes. Sorry about that, guys.
The question is, whose channel is the arm wrestling going to be shown on? And I pointed out that we might not do it because of your medical situation. I don't know if that's going to affect.
Actually, they might have me on pain pills, so I'll be twice as strong. So you can put your money on me, guys.
So, yeah, if he's on pain pills, we're not going to do it because that wouldn't be fair to me or him. What exactly is wrong with you medically?
Keith wounded me, and he did it on purpose so he wouldn't have to arm wrestle again this year.
That's his story, and he's trying to stick to it. Whether it's actually true or not, it's another story. I was talking about silver and gold. Look at that, guys. He's got one of them foot things on his foot.
That's the evidence.
Yeah, that's what he says. We were talking about how silver and gold, all the different companies, they had spot as far as 50, 55 cents apart within the same minute. What do you think, besides the fact of nobody knows what's going on, some people, what do you think is causing that, where people are just not exact on spot?
We got a lot of movement in the central banks right now.
What are they doing?
Right now, they're kind of predicting they're going to be buying a lot of silver, so everybody's jumping. But guys, I'm going to tell you, in 2011, these banks did the same thing, and then all of a sudden, you've seen J.P. Morgan sorry to call you out, J.P., but it's the truth. They were in the show. Keith remembers this.
No, they came to our shop.
Yeah, they were dumping silver at $2 back a spot before the market opened on Monday. How does that happen? And guess what? The market wound up open not at 47 where it was at, but at 38.50.
Isn't that something? You guys know what's going on.
I want their crystal ball.
Okay, MM's got a statement here. Better to buy junk silver, meaning constitutional, I would imagine, or Buffalo rounds.
I would say it's probably better right now to buy junk silver because you can get that really close to spot right now still.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to be selling constitutional silver at the show for whatever quantity I have. at melt, give or take a fraction of a cent to round it to the even dollar.
Well, he might not make it to the show with it because Mid America might just buy it when he stops by to see me.
I'm going to have to keep a little bit for the show. So we did say we were going to talk about the show. Now, this is, again, not our regularly scheduled day, and we don't have but a third of the people, but we just wanted to come on today, talk about silver, and talk about what football we did Tuesday talking about the coin show. What happened Tuesday?
I don't know what did happen Tuesday.
You said someone is not going to be at the show.
That has been retracted. I was told NGC was not going to be able to come and take submissions. Now, and I want to thank Scott and Jenny for their help. They contacted me and said they will have a person or two there to take submissions and to help us out to get it because they did say they was coming. So now they ain't coming in full staff. I understand on their part, they was really banking on them new Eagles being released. Now, guys, for now, they're still saying it's a production problem, but the U.S. men's sales team is working on hoping to have at least some of them there. They are doing what they can, but if they even have some of them, I guess NGC will never be able to handle if they do release them at the show. There won't be enough graders there to take them in.
Okay, so that's wrong. We got to edit that. I'm trying to put something up. Yeah, it's the 6th annual. We are currently talking about this, the 6th annual coin show. So that's definitely something neat. There's going to be what, 200 tables?
Oh no, we're over 200. We have
It says over 200.
We have 167 dealers already, and they're still calling in.
And the United States Mint's going to be there?
Who's that? Yes, they're going to be there.
We are now going to have NGC. Is CAC going to be there?
No, unfortunately, due to medical deals, they will not make it. I am very proud to say that Miss Ali is expecting a brand new baby, and I am glad she's having that.
Is SD Bullion going to be there?
SD Bullion is not going to be there. Chase informed me that he's on vacation. They have nobody to send this round. Okay. But we got something that no other show usually has. We actually have, they're coming out of Florida. Steve Austin and them are going to be there. We have the Art Bar Association going to be there, and they're holding their coin meeting there at the show, looking to bring in new members. A lot of members are going to be there at the show. We are expecting probably double the turnout of what we had last year.
Last year was a great show, yeah.
We had a lot of people there, but we're expecting a lot more this year.
As I said, silver was kind of all over the place.
Oh, and guys, if you ain't doing nothing on the 10th of June, go onto the website, look at Channel 8 News at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Here he goes again.
Or no, it is 9. It's 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. 9 o'clock in the morning on June 10th, and watch my commercial that we talked about on Oklahoma Local. And they interviewed me, and we got, I think, a 3.5 to 5 minute deal going on there.
Okay, we got Hio Ben. Better to trade 4 double gold eagles for 4 1-ounce gold buffaloes. Wouldn't that depend on condition of the gold double eagles?
It would.
I mean, because if they're really nice, no, it wouldn't be.
If somebody is trading in, they better be 63s or better in order for me to even think about trading.
No, he's asking, should he trade 4 double eagles for 4 1-ounce gold buffaloes?
If somebody will trade you, like I said, it depends on the grade. But in order for me to even think about it, I'm going to look at the coins, but they got to be 63 or better for me to even think about trading a gold buffalo.
So, yeah, if they're not 63, what he's saying, if they're lower grade, yeah, it's a good trade to do.
No, I'm saying 63s have to look nice too.
Okay, Sir Alfred's here with what's a fair price for a Kennesaw Mint 1981 silver round? I don't know. It's just a silver round. Unless it's a rarity, I'm not. I would say it's just a silver round. I don't know if it's a rare one or not.
If it's dated 1981, if you can get $5 over, it'd be fair. They have to be dated. They have to be BU, brilliant uncirculated, in order for the collector to want to collect them. You're in the right era of year that collectors like to collect, and then you got to find the guy that wants to collect them. But $4 or $5 is usually a fair deal if it is something somebody wants to collect.
Okay, and for those of you that follow my friends, Rob Finds Treasure, Silver Seeker, Ravenhawk, or Mid America, we do that Ghostbuster thing. Don't cross the streams. So we are going to be ending tonight. This is why we're 2 hours earlier than normal, and it's a special. But we're going to be leaving tonight just before 6 or right at 6. And then Rob Finds Treasures, which he's going to be starting. It's 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. So we will be gone in 50 minutes. And want you guys to go check out Rob Finds
definitely go check out Rob's Find Treasure. He's a great guy. I really enjoy his videos. I usually don't let him know I'm there. I sneak in on all these guys and I sneak out.
Now he does a roll hunt and he does a auction on Wednesdays and Fridays.
When he does the roll hunts, I need to text in there. How do I get lucky and get them rolls he finds? I never get no. I go through them, and that's why I don't do no videos on them. I never find anything good.
Well, he I guess he's buttering up to the bank people, bringing cookies or donuts or something. He's
I think the bank people know who I am, so they just say, "Oh, here, yeah, these just came back to us. Here, you can have these."
Yeah, we'll give you these. I already looked at them. Or Rob already looked at them. Here,
yeah, right. I think they were saying. I think underneath their breath they said, "Rob's already got these. We'll let you have them now. He's done with them."
Now that he's checked over them. But no, I mean seriously, silver. Goldie's back to Kiko's showing 33.07, 33.11 an ounce. And it was as high as 77, 33.77. And it's back quite a bit right now. And I don't understand.
Last week, if you remember, it went over 34.
It did go over. Actually, I think it went over 34 at the beginning of this week, too.
Yeah,
it's struggling right now, but silver just came in today and just boom, kicked gold's butt.
But guys, I'm going to be honest with you at this point, and I'm a bullion dealer. Just remember, I would be real leery about buying some silver right now because I really think it's going to drop a little back. I'd hate to see you guys invest and then find out later. I wish my LCS would have told me a little more and not sold it to me like this. Because guess what? The premiums are still there. They keep pushing them up with them. And if you watch the markets and watch, I look at the graphs and everything. We're not normal right now. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. And don't get me wrong, I would love to sell you a lot of silver, but at this point, I think I'd wait a minute. Let's see what happens next week.
I'm not going to tell people not to buy silver. I'm going to say just be a little cautious. Don't go overboard. Don't I think it's going to keep going up. Don't fall for that FOMO. I did a video today with Floyd, and he was talking about just that. Don't spend more than you can afford, but definitely keep your regimen. If you buy 1 ounce a week, what do you think? They should keep buying it, right? If that's how they've done it all these months or years.
No, right? I'm actually not. Even though I sold some silver today, I'm not replacing it yet. I'm not hedging. I'm going to wait and see what happens next week.
I replaced my silver. I sold.
Usually I do. I do, but I looked at, like I said, the graphs and everything, and I'm going to tell you, it's not right. It's going to change, and
there's definitely something going on. I mean, because I've never ever seen it before, where you look at 3 or 4 different wholesalers, and they're 55 cents apart, 55 cents
on what they're saying.
What they're saying spot is. They're all usually within 10 or 15 cents of each other. But 55 cents, that's quite a bit. Really, it is. So we definitely hope all you guys are going to be at the show for sure.
And I've reached out to some companies and they pulled back their numbers. They'll still buy, but guess what? They're still buying within that $34 an ounce. They didn't push up with it.
And I paid too high today when I bought. Keith, I found 135 40 percenters Monday and a W low last night. Who needs? Oh man!
Oh man, is that right?
Oh, that was wrong. It's
Now
down
I'm going to
here.
ask you, where are you getting your rolls from? Now you're doing better than Rob, so I want in. I want in on this action.
Somewhere it says Ty McFadden said out of only 9 rows. Wow, I know, right? Who needs Rob with this? But no, there's
Ooh.
someone must have dumped something, someone's collection, grandma's collection, or something. Because normally you don't find a
Yeah,
whole
I'm
lot of
going to tell you right now, if you're going to my bank and they bring it in grandma's, them girls of mine are at the bank are on top of it because they come in every November and dump their 90% they found over the year. So, and some of them do pretty good. This is why I never get a shot at it because they're already pulling it.
What is this? Elon might be cornering the silver market. You know, that's a great question to ask because he deals with these robotics and these electric cars and stuff, and they require a lot of silver for all the technical components. Do you think Elon, I mean, is it possible that Elon Musk could be buying a whole lot of silver, and could that be making these markets do this?
I really don't think it's got anything to do with what Elon Musk is doing because he's already had his silver stacked. He's bought a ton of silver and it didn't do this type of effect.
But he is someone, he has enough money.
He has
it
enough
affect
money
the
to
market.
make it jam, but you guys need to read up on what the central banks are doing right now. I watch everything. I'm just telling you guys, do your homework. If you really feel comfortable in this market, go for it. But I'm not comfortable, and I've been doing this a long time.
I just believe in trying to keep my stack the same. And because I sell it, that's why I buy it back. But if I was just buying it to stack to add, no, I'm not adding more silver to my stack. But I'm not saying not to continue your weekly regimen either. You do what you feel is comfortable. How's that? My best bank score was 58.50 face and silver quarters a year ago last March. Hey, buddy, friend of mine.
Yeah, see, look, here's what I'm going to tell you.
Wow.
This is the silver on Kitco right now. 35.85 is the bid. 36.04 is asked. It's usually
it's 19 cents now.
Yeah.
It keeps jumping around.
It is just too big a spread, guys. Be careful if you are going to invest.
Ben Stackin says, I have some coin shops in my area of Minnesota only offering 18 times for 90%. Not so good.
Oh, my God.
Now, silver right now, 90% is melting at or about 25.75 times face. I would feel bad if I offered that. I don't think I could sleep at night. What do you think, bro? Now for 25.75.
I'm offering about $2 back. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. So wherever it is, I will buy 90% at $2 back.
So I think that's probably around 23.
That's still looking at it being around 34.50 an ounce. Because that's where I even feel comfortable right now with the silver the way it is.
That's
the bottom line is 18. Oh my God! Why don't you just put a gun to you and say, "Give me everything you got"?
Yeah, maybe you've been stacking. I wouldn't recommend selling anything to that dealer. Not all dealers pay fair.
That's what he sells to you for.
What you do have to remember, some dealers, because they don't want to pay that low, they'll just say, "I'm not buying." And if you come back to them and say, well, it melts for this, will you pay 18? I mean, honestly, a dealer would. But if he's fair, he would say, I'm not buying. And then even if you came and said 18, it would be unconscious for him not to say, no, I'll at least give you 20, but I don't want it. But under no circumstances should a dealer be paying 18 right now. That's just my truth.
Even if it went down to 33, I still wouldn't be paying 18.
No. When it was 33, I was paying 20.
So was I, 2021.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ben, find another dealer, my friend. Not all dealers are bad either. Some are good, some are bad. Find one you can trust. I think now
There's
maybe
a
I'm
little
wrong, guys.
buyback
Agree.
in the market. There is a little buyback in the market because of how fast it flew up.
Yeah,
But that far back, that's
that's
too
too
much.
far. That's worse than it was at 33. Uh, my opinion, and you can back me up or not back me up. When you're buying or selling silver, gold, platinum, palladium, whatever, any precious metal, I think price is important, but I think it's more important to trust the person you're dealing with. You got to have that trust there. What do you think?
I agree.
I mean, price is important. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking price, but price is no good if you can't trust that dealer that
But
he's
see,
going to be fair with you.
even though the market's at 20 and 25, I think, and some change, I had a customer who today bought $100 face from me. Good customer. I've been doing business with him. I let him have it at 25 even, which was back a spot a little bit.
Paul Ball
Because
says,
I told him I didn't feel the market was strong. I don't think it's right where the market is right now, and I'm not comfortable. But if you want to buy it, that's what I'd sell to you. And he took it.
Paul Bald says he's not buying at this price. I get it. A lot of times when you have a price change like this, it usually takes a week or two for people to start getting comfortable. But $3 in a week is a big jump, and it's going to take a little while. But if it goes up another $1 or $2 and then comes back to 36, I think a lot of people will be more comfortable with
Now,
it.
there's a couple of guys that's on Kitco right now that thinks the market's going to close out. And this is what you got to take in consideration between 33 and 34 an ounce this year. Now, if they're feeling that, I'm feeling that, you know, this is where I'm telling you, use your judgment. I will sell you the silver and I will sell you at a fair price. But at the same time, just remember, be careful.
Now here's Ben Stacker replying to that. 18 is the robbery. $2 back in the day's market is good pricing. I did find a shop offering 23.3. Now that's a very fair offer in this
But guess
climate.
what? Where it's at now, I'm still paying a little more than that.
But still, I'm saying 23.3 is a good offer
Ben, that is a very good offer.
in
I'm
this
going to tell
climate.
you because you have to ship it to me. I would take the man up on it because it ain't that much different than my price.
I
But
had a
he
chance.
offered very fair.
I had a chance to buy 90% at 50 cents back at the beginning of the week. Yeah, that would have been, you should have bought it at the beginning of the week
I
because
sold it
silver's
today
at
around
33.
65 cents back today. The bottom line is yes, because I don't agree with the market. As long as I got it available and as long as I'm able to buy it at $2 back, I will be a little back right now.
And I'm a smaller dealer, so I'm going to sell the silver 90% right at melt. It goes up, it goes down. I'm going to sell it at melt if you come in for a cash deal. It's just easy to remember, no calculate. But most of my people don't come in and buy hundreds of dollars in face. They usually say, "Oh, give me $5 face."
Right. Well, I don't get too many of them.
We have a metal refiner that I go to, best price. Sometimes they can be the best price, and they're the type of people
The
that
foundry companies are between 94 and 95% right now. So yes.
and and they're also the type of people where I said earlier that if they're not comfortable paying you lower, they'll just say, "I don't want to buy it right now. We have our fill." And there has been times, as they're not, where foundries have said, "I've got enough. I can't buy," because
There
they
has
have a strict
been times.
pricing that they deal
I'm
with.
going to tell you, one of my founder companies this week, and they're the world's largest founder company, took a chill pill, as I call it, for a couple hours. They wasn't doing no buying until they could figure out what was going on.
I remember when gold dipped $250. Everybody's trying to call the wholesalers to buy. Nope, we're not selling none. We're not selling none. Those are also the guys, when it's got too big of a movement one way or the other,
And
they
what they
close the
did is
door.
did their adjustment at 95%. 95% is what they're paying on the silver right now. Silver rounds are a little bit farther back again. They'll let me buy silver rounds at 10 cents back a spot now.
I
So
remember.
why do but I don't need them, so I'm not going to pay them even that. Yes, they're seconds. They're not brand new. This is stuff that was returned to them, but some of it looks brand new.
I remember back in spring of 2011, gold dipped $250. $250 in one day. Wholesaler said, "Nope, we're not selling them. We got to buy some first." and you got to stop and think about this. I was ordering from Amex at that time, and I'd made an order and I made a mistake, so I had to make another order like a minute later, and their invoicing number was like 1,000 more, 1,000 numbers higher. So like if it was 7,000, my next order was 8,000 less than a minute later. So when you look at that, if they make a mistake and start selling gold and then they can't buy it back, they're in trouble. So that's why they close their doors, because they move the stuff too fast.
Well, we did. I'm gonna tell you, even us, we turned our site off this week right off the bat when we seen the fast climb, to make sure that we had a real market. And we did pull a few things off our site that we're not going to give at these numbers. It's not to do nothing with you guys. It's to, I think I'll be selling to you guys too high, so we decided to yank them.
Dale M, thank you for the comment. What is the Blue Book pricing compared to the Red Book, or what is the Blue Book compared to Red Book?
Blue Book is a wholesale book compared to the Red Book, but neither one of them is an accurate price guide. Do you agree?
I agree, because you need real market timing. Those books are printed about 2 years ahead of their date.
Yep.
So the 2025s were printed in 24, or printed in 23 and issued out in 24. Time or distance. With all the gold and silver being melted, are the refiners backed up? 90% is also being melted in quantity. This is time or distance. What do you think? Are they backed up?
No, because they're not melting. If you guys think they're melting to 90%, you're wrong. They're calling guys like me and say, "Hey, I got some 90%. You want to buy it?" They give us a good
do try.
I've been buying some from them too.
They do try to keep good resellable 90% in the market, but if it's damaged, just like me, in my case, I give it away.
Got hose or bent.
I throw in a bucket.
That's getting melted. But they're bagging a bunch of it too, guys. It's getting guys like us to buy them.
Okay, here you go. Mrs. Coin Cruise talking about them red books and blue books. Nothing could be accurate if it only comes out once a year. Well, that's true. Not only once a year, but once a year early, or than it's dated. So yeah, it's about
right now. We got 26 books being sold.
I do remember looking at the red book one time, and it said an ounce of gold was $750, and gold melted for like $1,300. So yeah.
See, right now, I think the red books say the gold around, if I'm not mistaken, around 26 or 2,700 in the red book right now. Try to buy an ounce of gold for that.
I know, right?
I'll take all you guys want to sell if you got it for that price. I'm in.
I have a question for you about the silver market, about the gold market. Can we expect, maybe in the next, say, 30, 60 days, can we expect the market, the metals market, to normalize where people can get a feel of where it's going to be headed, or at least is it stabilized? Do you think it's going to stabilize?
I think in 2 to 3 months, we're going to see where it's going to be more of a stable market. And like I said, I do believe we're going to see it, because, the market's going to level off. We got a lot of stuff going on, like I said, with central banks, with the government trade war and everything else. So there's a lot of stuff playing in this. I think they're going to be a big disappointment if they do ever open up Fort Knox. I mean, guys, we probably got more gold than they got.
Anything's possible. So if they don't have gold, I forgot to hit the thumbs up. Bad, Mrs. Coin Crew.
Mrs. Coin Crew, thank you for reminding me. I didn't do it either.
Oh, did I do it? I don't know if I did it. Yeah, I hit it. I'm on it.
I did not hit it. I'm going to it right now. Thank you for the reminder. I got a right to be late on this.
So seriously, guys, it doesn't cost
nothing. I
had
a birthday the other day. I blamed it on the birthday.
It helps the YouTube algorithm. It feeds the beast. Look at that. Choking Ghost is reminding you guys there's 63. There's 66 according to this one. But he says 62 in the chat, 31 thumbs. Hit the thumbs up button.
I just did. Thank you.
Guys, you don't think it means much, but when they're doing their algorithm, that thumbs up button really makes a big difference. Your amount of comments in the chat makes a big difference. Leaving a comment at the end of the video also, that makes a big difference. Are they going to recommend this show, this type of show, the next time. Because I think, the Ask a Coin Dealer has been going through the algorithms enough to where if we start getting more comments and thumbs up, more people are going to come, ask more questions, and make the show more exciting. Normally, we're on a Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, except for the next 1 to 2 weeks, we will be off. And that is one of the reasons why we did a special tonight. Silver's going crazy. We're not going to be live, and we wanted to let you know about show.
By the way, I will, when you're ready to go up, I will be ready. My wife canceled my vacation because of my stupid foot.
Well, I don't know if I'll be ready this very Tuesday I get back. It would be great if I am, but it depends on how tired I am.
I'm just letting you know I will be ready.
Yeah, I bet you will, because you'll be sitting down there doing nothing. But yeah, maybe we'll be able to go live on the 17th. I'm not promising nothing, to do a coin show update to let you guys know.
My wife's been trying to get me to take a vacation for 14 years, and I finally agreed to it. And then I did something like this, so now she's going to blame this one on me too.
Sean says, "Hey, Keith from Muskegon." What's up, Sean, my friend? So yeah, again, this isn't a normal show. I just wasn't quite sure what to make of this differential in prices across the different wholesalers, different retailers, where they were calling spot. I mean, 55 cents is huge.
Did he say he wasn't going on vacation after the show?
He is not going on vacation after this show.
I'm talking to Ida because we might be kidnapping someone's wife.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
My wife will have to run the shop because I'm supposed to stay off. If they do my surgery right after the show, I can't walk at all.
My wife is in the other room watching the show, right? Because
she heard everything.
Pokes her head in when I mess up. But this time she come and poked her head in. Did Mike say he wasn't going? I'm going to talk to Ida. We're going to try to kidnap somebody's wife.
My vacation. I was at the hospital this morning because I got in raging pain last night and this morning. Then they found out that I got a lot of problems going on with that foot. I ain't liking it.
Looks like we've got a 30-minute warning here. Now, we are going to end not a minute past the hour, which is about 29 minutes, because our friend Rob Finds Treasures is going to be live when we end. So go check him out. If towards the end of the show, about 5 minutes or so before the show over, if the mods could put his channel link up and start letting people know where to go, that would be great. He's going to have a coin roll hunt. He's going to have an auction. And I believe he does the same thing I used to do, where he doesn't charge you for the coin roll hunt. You just got to win the opportunity to do it. But you'd have to check out his show to see exactly the rules. So, yeah, he'll be going up in about 29 minutes. So definitely be there.
And, guys, if you guys are not doing nothing next week, you're in the area,
in Tulsa area, you can see him live. That guy.
Guys, if you show up on Thursday, you can watch me cut the ribbon with Channel 8 recording me.
But if you go any day, you can make fun of him hopping around.
No, actually, they're going to give me a little wheelie cart.
You're still going to be hopping around.
Nope, I'm going to have one leg. I'm going to be flying around that room because I have one leg propped up.
Okay, here's a great question. Frank Grimberg, thank you very much. I did not know this was a 1 ounce. He goes, did the Mint change their DC Comics gold to half ounce? Was it supposed to be a full ounce, but the cost of gold is too high? I never knew it was supposed to be a full ounce. Was it supposed to be a full ounce, Mike?
No, it's supposed to be a half ounce.
Because of the price of gold is probably why. I mean, they have enough 1 ounce coins coming out.
I figure you can make twice as much this way.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting me a Superman.
Guys are going to have that limit.
1 ounce of gold to get it.
They're going to have a limit. I'll probably get a few extra, and, we'll see what I get them graded at.
Steve LaPointe, thank you as well. He goes, here in New York City, they said 95% are selling, 5% who are buying gold. I had a similar experience today. I kind of almost went 50-50 for buying and selling. Maybe like 55, maybe 58% selling to me. But the buyers were buying silver in my store. What about yours? How's yours doing? Let's get a cap on the market here a second.
They're buying a lot.
Are they buying silver? Or are they buying gold?
I'm pushing more of them into gold right now on the last 2 days. Now, they've been buying both pretty heavy. But the last 2 days, because of this market, I'm guiding them out away from that silver into gold.
Rhonda Tollover is asking me a question about a video.
By the way,
that just
Steve,
came up.
if you're in Baltimore, not this coming up week, but the week after, I might pop up there. They invited me. Can you believe Baltimore wants me to come to their show?
Rhonda just asked me, have you seen Seeker's video? Now, his video just went live 5 minutes before we did. It is, there's no gold in Fort Knox. What Congress wants to find out or something like that. I didn't get a chance to watch it because we were going live. But yeah, after the show, go check it out, guys. It's probably a good video. I'm going to watch it. I just can't watch it until I'm over.
I'm not going to watch it.
You're not going to watch it?
I already know the answer.
Yeah, he knows the answer. He's like, okay, you know the answer. Should we not, or should we give them the answer, or let them all watch Seeker's video and see what he has?
Go watch it. Go watch the video.
Yeah, if you want to know the truth.
I didn't need to watch the video to know the answer to that one.
Hey, there's somebody here. Somebody's here. I can't find him. Somebody's saying hi to somebody. Tim. They're saying hi to Tim Corto. Hi, Tim. I can't find your name, but hi. Rob's a good man. Talking about Rob Finds Treasure is going to be up after us. 6 more days. So I get a T-bone or something cooked by Inkman. He just don't know yet. I'm trying to talk him into it.
What happens in 6 more days?
Tulsa.
Oh, are we that close?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk him in. He comes in our live shows on Sunday every week, and he talks. I'm grilling now, and then every once in a while he'll send us an email with a picture of it. So I'm trying to talk him into cooking me one of them pictures. So I love good barbecue. Look at that. He's got some gold. He might have some gold to sell in Tulsa.
I know somebody that's buying gold. I know people that are buying gold.
Yeah, whatever Mike will offer you, I promise I will undercut him.
Okay, I'm going to offer you 200 over spot. Let's see if he'll undercut me.
You didn't get it. I said, whatever you offer him, I'm going to undercut you.
Oh,
so if you would offer him $5,000 an ounce, I'll offer him $4,900.
Yeah, that ain't good.
No, it's not good. Now, just check around when you're selling gold to find out who's paying the most or who you like dealing with.
We do got a gentleman that's bringing in a registry, Morgan said. I'm going to send it around to a few people and let them make offers. I could buy the set, but I don't want to do that. He wanted to really bring it to the show. So I want everybody to make an offer to him, and we'll see who buys it.
So, yeah, check around. Price is not always important. Make sure you feel like you can trust the person. I think he is debating about cooking me a steak. Ooh. Hey, I'm halfway there, man. Halfway to give me a T-bone.
T-bone. I think if he's buying it, better be a porterhouse.
I'll take either or. Steve LaPointe says, Seeker's video is about Thomas Massey introducing a bill to audit gold wherever he is. I think it means whoever it is, wherever it is, whichever. Good luck with that. Meanwhile, Trump is pushing crypto, not gold. Guys, there's a lot of money to be made in crypto. But I like to touch my stuff. So crypto is not for me. Just saying.
Well, that's pretty sad because crypto took a hit today all the way down the line.
Yeah, what did it go at? 10 something.
Bitcoin got hit, all of them did.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
it's going down. It's gone down to let me get my glass. Oh, it went up. It went up from 103. It's in at 104.4.
Bitcoin's still down 63,000.
Oh, it's still down.
Or 6,300, I'm sorry.
But it's up. It's down and up. It's up in the past hour. So here we go. Look at this. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas. Decker. Wager your ribeye. They're saying give me a ribeye. We're going to have to talk, Inkman. You can be my best friend, buddy.
Ribeye, where are you going to find one of them real fatty pieces so you can buy it cheap and give it to them?
Oh, that's right. No, that was Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker was talking about the ribeye. Okay. Why not Batman over Superman? Frank says. Because I said I like the Superman. Now, they are making a Batman one also.
That will be released in October.
What?
Batman's supposed to be released in October.
Yeah, everybody's got their own like DC or Marvel character they like. There's two of them I like. I like Superman, and then I like Thor. I don't know. Maybe I just like that big hammer he carries. It reminds me of my silver gavel. That's a pretty big hammer. Could you imagine that being made out of silver?
You know, Frank, if you come to the show, the head of sales is going to be there. You can ask Chris, why not a Batman?
Why is Batman not first instead of Superman? Yeah. I
Put him
think
on
he's
the spot.
asking more why I like Superman
Put
better
sales
than
on the
Batman.
spot because you know they got a lot to do with what happens too. So put them on the spot.
Eric Johnson says, doing a side-by-side with my son next weekend, upper lower Michigan, trying to find a way to our machines to your shop so I can get some silver from you. Eric Johnson, I am closed next week. If you do make it next week, we are closed, but we are in Muskegon, Michigan on Apple Avenue. I think we're the only coin shop in Muskegon. I don't know. Pretty sure.
Mid-America has a shop.
Not next week, dude.
We're opening one up next door to him next week.
20-minute warning means you guys can go watch Rob finds treasures. Will little collectors like me be able to get the Army Privy next Friday? I'm a little worried resellers might buy them all up with a 3 per household limit. You know, there are a lot of wholesalers and resellers in the...
Guys, just remember they're having a production problem on them. So guess what? Next Friday, they're going to have a promo number. Get in there, get it filled out, and be done. Mid-America will have a bunch of them available in July. That's about when they figure they're going to release them.
Okay. Frank, I think Mr. and Mrs. West Coast Stacker just threw you under the bus. Batman wasn't a real superhero. That reminds me of the movie, I think it was The Flash or something, where they all got together and they were saying how the superheroes, and then someone said, Batman, what makes you a superhero? He goes, I got money to buy neat gadgets or something like that. His neat gadgets made him a superhero.
Now, you know, he made it in there with the rest of them. So yeah, he's a superhero in my book.
Me and Becky said hi, Rhonda. Yeah, I remember cartoons when we were kids. They had the Justice League with that big circle.
And Batman
was in there.
Yeah.
Superman was in there. And Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman let him in.
But, you know, honestly,
I don't know.
And Ty McFadden saying this right about Batman. He struggles against the Joker. Yeah, he does. In the cartoons, in the series, in the non-animated or animated, he does struggle against. And Bat Tech is what makes him a superhero.
What about Catwoman?
Catwoman wasn't into the
Batman? Yes, she was.
Was she? I can't remember. You know, we're talking 40 plus years ago, 45, 50, I don't know. I can't even add that high.
How many people remember that Catwoman was in Batman?
Well, no, they were in Batman, but were they in the Justice League? I don't know.
No. Catwoman never got in. Catwoman never got in. No. But
So
that's who
we're
Batman
gonna
also
have,
had.
superheroes.
Batman also had to struggle against her.
Superheroes, we have Batman and Superman. Who's the other? There was 3 of them coming out this year.
We got the Flash. Remember him?
Yeah. That might have been the one I seen where Batman, he said, what makes you a superhero? It might have been the Flash movie. He goes, I buy neat gadgets, or I'm rich enough to buy neat gadgets. I don't remember the exact line, but yeah, that's what it was.
Captain America.
Charles says, no, she was the Bat's love interest. So there you go.
Captain America was in there, and
I can't remember who the third one is I thought there was 3 of them. Maybe I'm thinking 3 privies. I'm probably thinking 3 privies for the Silver Eagles. Okay, Thunders or the Pacers? Ideal metal. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Is that cartoon? Is that sports?
No, that's sports. Yeah. I'm going to have to say Thunder.
And the Lightning. Thunder and the Lightning.
No, both teams have been playing strong this year, but I'm going to go with Thunder this year.
Okay, here's a great question. B and Becky says, How is the numismatic market doing lately? I'm not having a problem with it. I'm actually
I'm not having a
selling a
problem.
little bit. You're having problems with it?
Actually, West Coast Coins called me today and said they're bringing a lot of really nice collectible coins with them to the show.
So is the market, the numismatic market, has it slowed down for you, or is it
No,
it's picking up,
I've
or
been
what's it
moving
doing?
that pretty good too. We've been moving a lot of collectibles.
Paul Bald says he thinks it's Wonder Woman is the third one, maybe. I don't know.
He is correct if he's talking about for the U.S. Mint.
Yeah, there's three superheroes coming out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman too, but I like Superman best. Mike, I missed it, but did you have a good birthday? Happy belated, by the way, old man.
I did until they put me in this little cast or this little foot thing, this boot. I will be in the cast when they get done with me, but they're going to wait till after the show. But thank you for asking. Yes, my wife took me out to dinner. We had a lovely dinner with the family. My kids went. My mother-in-law went. And we had a great time. Thank you.
England says I'm hoping to find an NGC slabbed 1993 proof silver eagle at the Tulsa show. I don't know if I have one. If I do, it's not.
You know what? Are you looking for a 69 or a 70?
There you go, Inkman. Your question may be answered.
I got them both, so I need to know.
Greetings from Blissfield, Michigan. Ted, a Tom called me today from Lansing, and he says he watches the show. And for the life of me, I got Ted and Tom mixed up because they're both from Michigan, and they both start with T, and it's 3 letters. So I'm sorry for thinking you were Tom, Ted. You get
Ted,
to talk
now
to
you
a
were
lot
Tom.
of people. Does the gray sheet list values for annex graded coins? They list values for certified coin sight unseen, is what they are. Are they not?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter who the holder is. It's a sight unseen coin. But if it's a nicer looking coin, then obviously it's going to be worth more than gray sheet. 69 is fine. We will look for one for you, Inkman.
I will bring one for you, sir.
And don't forget, in the Tulsa show,
we are bringing boxes of slabbed eagles. So, just get over there and see me.
He's going to be there, Mid America, wherever he is, over there. I'm going to be there, Coin Zone, Silver Seeker, Rob Fine's Treasures, Ravenhawk Coins, Ida Herring, Mrs. Coin Crew, and so many more. And I don't want to say a whole bunch of other names because I'm not 100% sure who all is going there.
Guys, we will be real easy to find because the U.S. Mint moved back over to their spot, and they asked me if I'd sit next to them. So guess where I'm going to be? Right next to the U.S. Mint, so you'll find me easy.
My birthday passed unnoticed by my kids. Hey, Ty, join the club, buddy.
Hey, both of my daughters, they live near their mom instead of near me, my ex-wife. Neither one of them. They called me a couple months ago when they needed some money, but guess what? When my birthday came, they never called.
Now he's saying I'm wanting the old brown label. He's getting really picky now. But you know what? You want what you want. I know what you're talking about. I'll look for one.
They are old brown labels.
Here you go. Wish I could make the shows as being Becky. Becky, it's coming around next year. Now you host some other shows in the area, right? They're not as big, but you do host other shows.
Man, I sell 400 of them a year in 69 brown labels. So guess what? Every set that's been coming back to me from my regular customers been brown labels. So guess what? You're going to get your brown label.
Now you host other shows besides Tulsa.
I
right?
I do.
And what city or town are they in?
They're in Joplin. We're getting ready in 2026 a whole one in Little Rock, Arkansas. And we are working towards putting one up there by that guy.
Eventually, this guy, you ain't going to be by this guy because eventually this guy's going to be down
there. We're talking about doing one in Michigan.
It's expensive to save money, man. It's so hard. Because
if you guys live around Lansing and you got a venue up there that we can go look at, give me a call. I used to live in Michigan. Did a lot of deliveries in Lansing, but I never was looking for a convention center until now.
Oh, look at this. Inkman says he is going to bring a bag of things for the Wheel of Fun, which is, On Coin Cruise Sundays, except for the next two, we're off. We have auction and we have a wheel, and it's fun and give away
Hey,
a lot of
what
stuff.
about the kids at the show,
Oh,
Inkman?
dude, I made 100 gift packs for kids. The other day they
Oh,
were
that don't
valued
put
at
nothing in the
five.
box that goes in the show next to Miss Ida.
They were valued at $5, and now they're more because silver's up. So yeah, there's that. In your opinion, says Dale M. Mike, what best is the 33 point, the pre-33 $2.50 Indian to look for, not the 11D? What would be one of the better ones to look for? I think in the 20s, right? Or is it to be? No, it's the earlier ones.
The earlier ones, look for a 14 is a good one to look for, you know. And I'm gonna tell you, the one that's sleeping is the 15. Look what the $10 Indian did. The
Yeah,
15 is also a low minute one in there. The $10 is now up over $4,000 in a 64.
Now the 2.5 got 2 breaker points. It's got the first section, and then there's a few years that are missed, and then it finishes the rest of them. Starts back in what, 25? I think
Yes.
15 is the last one. I could be wrong on these dates. 1908.
Yeah, 15 is the last one. You are correct.
29.
And that one was actually a little lower minute than a lot of the other earlier ones. So
last first, hello, my friend. Hey, he commented on one of our short virals. He goes, "Hey, that was my comment," because his name was just plastered there. Last verse. Any idea when the Mint will come out with Eagle Privy? The website has proof military privy's coming out, but doesn't show Eagle Privy proofs on their schedule. Fall. It says fall on their schedule. If you keep going, it'll show it says late fall. Isn't that right?
The Proof Eagle, the first one, the Army one's being released.
The Army, then the Laser, then the Eagle.
Yes.
But they don't have dates for the Laser or the Eagle yet.
We will have them soon, and we'll make sure we get it out on this channel.
Silver Fox Finance, he says, double dipping on the Ask a Coin Dealer. I could get used to this. I have 3 times 10-ounce silver bars and 10 1-ounce silver rounds. Is it smart to sell small amounts each week in case the price increases more? If you feel comfortable selling, but I wouldn't sell if that's all you have. I just would be a little cautious on buying right now, Silver Fox. And as far as double dipping,
now they're paying back. They're not paying these numbers. Okay.
Yeah, so that's something you want to be cautious on.
There was too fast of a jump.
Something. The reason why you think we're double dipping, we're kind of are, and we're not. I'm not going to be live Sunday. Not going to be live next Tuesday. And Silver did such a dramatic thing today. We wanted to get up here. Information, Tulsa Coin Show, please. I think we give some quick information about it, bro. Tell them what's happening, where it's at, and all that.
Guys, we're going to have the Art Bar Association. It's going to be located in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at the Ruffin Center next to the Marriott, over on 71st and Lewis. Guys, once you get there, you're going to be real amazed because, like I said, we got the Art Bar Association. We got Heritage coming. They're the world's largest auction house. We also got another auction house coming. They called in today. They want to be there too. So we got 2 Dallas companies coming in. We got the U.S. Mint there. We got Annex and NGC grading services there. So, guys, we have a lot going on. We got some of the best dealers, I think, in the market that's going to be there. And I'm not talking just me. We got a lot of really good dealers going to be there. I think if you miss out, you're missing a really good show. We got over 200 tables sold, around 220 and counting. We got almost 170 dealers now.
If you need more information, go to TulsaCoinshow.com. Is that right? Is that what it is?
Go to TulsaCoinshow.com or go to Mid-America, go on our website, click on Coin Show. We got all the information right there. The dealer list is up now, so you can go across and see if any of your favorite dealers are there. So, guys, just check it out.
What about Grand Show? We're going to have to speed up because we got like 7 minutes. Mike, what about the Grand Rapids to host a show at the DeVos Center? You're familiar with that.
Guys, I really think that Grand Rapids has enough small shows that I don't think bringing the mint there would be good enough.
It's also crowded downtown.
What I'm going to tell you, Lansing helps me get, and I've already talked to the U.S. Mint. We're able to get Detroit and Grand Rapids crowd into Lansing.
We need big shows in Seattle. Ever consider coming all the way over there to the coast?
We've been invited to Seattle. Actually, one of your Seattle dealers will be at our show. If you guys can control the rain, I would love to come out there.
Coke or Pepsi? Pepsi.
Coke with the cocaine.
Free tacos, food trucks at the show. I don't know about no free tacos, Mudswat. So we've got about 5 minutes. Rob Finds Treasure is going to be live, so some mods could start putting a link up to his channel or his show. Would be greatly appreciated. He is a good friend of ours, along with Silver Seeker and Ravenhawk Coins. And, of course, we can't forget about Miss Ida Herring. She does a show every Monday through Friday in the AM. So check it out. I like my Coke in a bag. Okay. Food truck would be a good idea. Bring it in. So, guys, I hope we covered a little bit of the topic of why silver is going kind of crazy today. I'm still, even after talking with Mike, I'm still having a little bit of trouble grasping why there was such a big difference in prices. I mean, 55 cents from one site to the next is huge. I've noticed, some of the sites saying 5 or 10, even 15 cents. I can understand that. But 55 cents, that's huge. I'm having trouble grasping it. I think some people are just, I guess you could say, grasping at straws, trying to figure out what to do with it.
I trust Kicko's site more than any of them, so I usually use that as a.
I use them all as an average, but I do trust Kicko the most. And again, trust is most important, is it not, bro? When you're dealing with people.
Yes. This is why I put on shows, because I always say competition is good unless you got something to hide. So that's why I put shows on.
Now, Jackalope, is this his show that's going to be going, or is that his channel? I think that's his show. So, yeah, check that out here.
On YouTube, yep.
Yeah, so there it
All
is.
right. Well, Keith, we need to get signed off because I'd hate for Rob to get a late start.
Okay, guys, he's going to be going up in just a couple minutes. Gives you a chance to use the bathroom. Do what you got to do. Thank you so much. And for those of you going to Tulsa, we will be there next week. Whatever day he tells me.
Come and see some of your favorite YouTubers.
What day am I going to be
like
there?
Me,
What day am I going to be there first?
I hope you're going to be there Wednesday, but Thursday we open to the public.
There you go. See you next Thursday at the show. Thanks for coming, everybody, and I really appreciate it. And now, head on over to Rob Finds Treasures. It's a great show. I think you'll enjoy it. Have a great week.
Thank you. Bye.